Yeah, you guys, it is I, your very own Amaru, and I'd like to welcome you to a new episode of Food and the Single Guy. Now, on this episode of Food and the Single Guy, I'm going to be cooking for you a Chinese-inspired home-cooked meal from the homeland. Oh yes! Now, I almost know for a fact that this is not an authentic Chinese recipe, but this is the way we used to cook it back in the back day. So I'm gonna show you what it's all about, because what I'm gonna be cooking for you today is grilled pork belly with Hoi-sin sauce. Now, when I tell you it is delicious, you've got to believe me. Now, I don't eat a lot of meat, and I definitely don't eat a lot of pork, but whenever I have a craving for pork, baby, the flesh is weak. This is one of my go-to dishes when I need some pork in my life. And I live in a very small apartment, by the way. I don't live in a palatial mansion. No, I don't. But and I don't have the facilities of grilling my own meat if I wanted to. Chicken, beef, that sort of thing, pork. So luckily for me, I live in a country where we have a truckload of butcher shops that sell these cuts of meat ready-made. So that's what I did. I went to the butcher shop and I purchased these slabs of pork belly that are marinated with Chinese herbs and spices. I purchased about 1 kilogram, which is about 2.2 pounds, I believe, in American metric, imperial, whatever. And that's what I purchased. So then I came back to the house. I chopped up the meat in nice chunks. You will see that in the video. And then you can go ahead and prepare the dish as desired. It'll save a lot of time. So I'm very fortunate that way that I was able to do that. So I'm going to show you how it's made. And if you want to go ahead and grill your own pork, go right ahead and do so. Don't let me stop you. But like I said, I don't have the facilities here at the house to do so. Now, of course, I'm going to show you step by step how everything is done. I'm going to list all the ingredients for you in the information box below. So without further ado, let us continue. Okay, you guys, so here we have the grilled pork. And this is pork that is seasoned with a Chinese marinade, and then it is grilled. Now, you can go ahead and grill your own pork if you have those facilities. I don't have a grill to grill my own pork, so I just went to the butcher shop and I purchased the pork ready-made. And what I'm going to do next, I am simply going to chop it up into nice chunks, and then we are ready to proceed. And there you have it. Our pork belly is ready to be cooked. I chopped it up into nice large chunks, as you can see. And what I have here is about 1 kilogram of meat. It's about 2 pounds. So we are now ready to go ahead with the actual cooking. But before we move on to the cooking, you guys, I'd like to share with you some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using for this dish. What I have here is my chicken powder. And somebody mentioned in the comments not too long ago that I said on an episode of Food and the Single Guy that I'm not using MSG in my cooking, and I don't, not deliberately. But what I'm using is this chicken powder without MSG. This is the one I'm using. But let us not forget, there are plenty of foods that we consume on a daily basis that contain MSG, okay? Now, the Hoi-sin sauce that I'm using is by this brand, the Mi-chung brand, and this is the only brand that I will recommend. It is what I grew up with, what I grew up on, and the first generation Chinese people in my country, they have a supermarket. It's called Sunyi, and Sunyi would always carry this brand. So this is all we know. I have tried multiple brands, but I always come back to the Hoi-sin sauce by the Mi-chung brand. And if you can find this in your neck of the woods, I definitely and I highly recommend this brand of Hoi-sin sauce. It is delicious. And in addition to that, I also use their sesame oil, as you can see. And I'm almost out of sesame oil. And I'm also using the 5-spice powder by the Mi-chung brand, okay? And I'm not getting paid to promote their products or anything like that. This is not a sponsored video, but I love these products and I recommend them. I highly recommend them. So if you're interested in trying my recipe, make sure to use this brand of Hoi-sin sauce. It is very common and it is available in almost every country on the planet. I am telling you, okay? That is how famous it is and that is how good it is. All right? All right. Okay, you guys, so to my pan, I'm now going to add a droplet of oil, just a little bit. And as soon as the oil is hot, I'm going to add my garlic. and my onion. And as soon as the onion and the garlic take on some color, you're gonna add the meat. So here we go. And now you're simply going to coat the meat with the onion and the garlic mixture. Just like so. And next we're going to add the Hoi-sin sauce. Now I've added about 6 spoonfuls of the Hoi-sin sauce, and of course you're going to give it a good stir. And next you're going to add about 200 ml of water, just like so. And next you're going to allow the meat to simmer for a good half an hour on medium heat. Okay, you guys, so it's been about 25 minutes. Let's check on our meat. Ooh, honey, it is smelling good. Now let's give it a stir, just like so. And as you can see, the sauce has reduced a little. That is what you want. We are now going to add the bell pepper, just like so. There we go. We're going to give it a gentle stir. Next, we're going to add another droplet of water, about 150 ml, like so. We're going to give it another quick stir. There we go. This is looking good. It is smelling good. What I'm going to add next is a droplet of sesame oil. Just like so. And even though the Hoi-sin sauce already contains everything you need to season this dish with, I am still going to add a minor dusting of the 5-spice powder. There we go. That'll do just fine. And of course, you know the drill. We're gonna give it a quick stir yet again. So next we're going to cover the pan and we're going to allow this to continue to simmer for about 25 minutes to a half an hour on low heat. And of course, when it's all done, I'm going to come back and dazzle you with the final presentation. Speaking of the final presentation, doesn't that look gorgeous? Baby, let me tell you, it was to die for. I'm not gonna lie to you. The meat was very juicy, it was very tender, and I had a blast. Okay, and as you can see, I have served my grilled pork belly with Hoi-sin sauce with some green beans and some rice. Alright, now you may have seen in the video that I did not add any salt to the dish because the grilled pork belly already contains a lot of salt, and flavor wise, because of the Hoi-sin sauce is very sweet, you want to end up with a rather sweet the flavor of this dish should be on the sweeter side, okay? And you should, if the sweet side is here, the savory side should be here. So it should be like a 65 to 35 ratio, if that makes any sense. But honey, it was to die for, okay? So be mindful if you're gonna add salt or if you're gonna add chicken powder or whatever have you, make sure that you don't add too much because you want to taste the Hoi-sin sauce. That should be the, you know, like the lead flavor, if you will. All right? All right. Now, you guys, if you decide to try to make this dish yourself, let me know how it turned out because I'm always interested in hearing from you. In the meantime, allow me to wish you a happy day. I'm not sure when you're going to watch this episode of Food and a Single Guy. Be well, take care, happy cooking, happy eating. Don't add crazy to the craziness. And I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.